You ever notice how some things glow in the dark like they've been holding their breath? It's not magic, it's science. But sometimes, it feels like the universe is whispering secrets only the dark can hear. Imagine this: you're in a spooky old house, and the walls are breathing. Not literally, but the glow in the dark things around you seem to pulse like a heartbeat, like they're alive and waiting for something. There's something about the way they glow that makes you wonder, what if the dark isn't just empty? What if it's full of stories, and we're just not hearing them? Today, we're not just talking about glow-in-the-dark stickers. We're diving into the mystery of why they glow, and why sometimes the dark holds more than just light. So what exactly are we talking about? Let me ask you, have you ever looked at a glowing stick and wondered, how does it light up without a bulb or a flame? It's like magic, isn't it? But there's science behind that glow. These things, these glow-in-the-dark items, they're not just for Halloween or late-night camping. They're made of a special material called phosphorescent compounds. Think of them as nature's own lanterns, kind of like the glow of a firefly trapped in a stick. So how do they work? Well, when you expose them to light, like a flashlight or sunlight, they absorb that energy. Then, when the light is gone, they slowly release it back as light. It's like storing sunlight and letting it out later. It's not like a fire, though. There's no heat, no smoke, no flame, just a quiet, steady light. It's kind of like the ghost of light, something that lingers after the sun has set. And here's the best part: once they're charged, they keep glowing for a while, even in the dark. It's like holding a tiny, glowing memory of the light you've already seen. You know how sometimes you think you see something in the dark, and it's just the glow of your phone? Well, that's not just light. It's a whole universe of science, and you're in it, whether you realize it or not. Think about the glow of a firefly or a deep-sea fish. It's not just magic, it's chemistry. And you, my dear, are the one who gets to wonder why that glow still haunts your dreams. And if you don't care about science, you might still care about the stories. Because when you think about glowing things, you're not just thinking about light. You're thinking about memory, about mystery, about the way light can linger long after the dark has fallen. So maybe you should care. Not just about the glow, but about the things that glow in your own life. Those quiet, persistent lights that make you wonder if you're really alone in the dark. After all, if you can't trust the light, what else can you trust? And if you can't trust your own mind, then what's left? Just the glow and the questions it leaves behind. So let's fast forward through time. Picture this: a 1950s kitchen, all chrome and light bulbs, where the glow-in-the-dark stars are more than just decoration, they are a sign of the future. You've got a child, a parent, and a little bit of wonder in the air. Fast forward a few decades, and now you're in a college dorm room. The glow-in-the-dark stickers are everywhere, on the ceiling, walls, even the bed. It's a whole subculture of glowing, and you're just trying to sleep. But here's the thing: none of it would exist without that first little glow-in-the-dark star, hanging in a kitchen, casting a soft light on a child's face. It's a reminder that sometimes the smallest light can make all the difference. So where does it all begin? It all begins with a little light, a little wonder, and a whole lot of curiosity. And that's how we got here, glowing through time. So imagine you're holding a stick of glow-in-the-dark stuff, like the kind you put on your nightstand. It's not magic, it's just science. You put it in the dark, and then it starts to shine like a tiny star. It's like when you jump in a pool and your skin gets all shiny. Your body is just giving off light, but only after it's been in the dark. Same with these sticks. They soak up light during the day, and then they glow at night. It's not like a fire, though. It doesn't burn. It doesn't need fuel. It just needs to remember the sun. So when you put it in the dark, it's like it's saying, "Hey, I was there. I saw the light. I'm still here." So the next time you see one of these glowing sticks, just remember, it's not magic. It's just light remembering the sun. And you're remembering the glow. So you want to know how glow-in-the-dark things actually glow? Let me start with the basics. You know, like when you're little and you're playing with those stickers and they light up in the dark. It's like magic, but it's science. And it's all about that stuff you put on them. The first thing you need is a special kind of material. That's where the phosphors come in. These are like tiny, glowing particles that absorb light and then slowly release it. It's like giving them a little light snack and then letting them eat it slowly. Now, the trick is that not all light is the same. Some colors work better than others. If you use a red flashlight, you might not get the same glow. You need to give it the right kind of light, like a UV light or a strong white light. And then, once you've charged it, you just wait for the dark. The glow doesn't happen instantly, it's like a slow, steady release. It's kind of like a time lapse of energy being released, just in slow motion. So, to recap, you need the right material, you need to charge it, and you need to wait for the dark. It's not just magic, it's a science of light and patience. And if you ever want to make your own glowing thing, just remember, it's all about the setup. So you've got this glowing stuff, but how does it actually light up the dark? Well, it's not like a flashlight, no batteries, no switches. It's more like a secret party in the dark, where the guests are tiny, invisible particles called phosphors. These phosphors are like tiny, glowing marbles inside the material. When you expose them to light, like sunlight or a flash from your phone, they get excited. They're like kids who just got a sugar rush. That's why glow-in-the-dark stuff doesn't stay bright forever. It's like a whisper in the dark, fleeting, mysterious, and just a little bit magical. But here's the kicker. The glow isn't just a trick. It's a science, a kind of alchemy where light is stored and released. It's like the universe saying, I remember you. So next time you see something glowing in the dark, remember, there's a whole world of tiny, invisible stars working behind the scenes. And sometimes, they're just trying to tell you something. So, here's the clever twist. Those glow-in-the-dark things don't just absorb light and then slowly release it. They actually store energy in a special kind of chemical reaction that happens when you expose them to light. It's like the glow-in-the-dark material acts as a tiny battery, soaking up the light and then using that stored energy to keep glowing for hours after the light is gone. This is why even a small amount of light can make a big difference. Those glow-in-the-dark things are like tiny light sponges, soaking up energy and giving it back in the dark. And that's how it works. Step 3. You didn't think it was that simple, did you? No, it's not just magic. It's science with a dash of chemistry and a sprinkle of clever engineering. You ever look at a glow-in-the-dark star and wonder, how does it light up the dark without a light bulb? Well, it's not magic, it's chemistry. These stars are coated in a substance called phosphorescent material, which stores energy from light and releases it slowly. When you turn on the light, it's like charging a battery. The material absorbs the energy, and then, when you turn it off, it starts to glow. It's like the star is holding its breath, then exhaling light into the dark. But not all glow-in-the-dark things are the same. Some use chemicals like zinc sulfide, others use something called strontium aluminate. The latter is brighter and lasts longer, like a slow burn in the dark. So next time you see a glowing star or a glow-in-the-dark sticker, remember it's not just a trick of the light. It's a quiet, chemical conversation between the material and the dark. A little science, a little mystery, and a whole lot of glow. So imagine you're holding a glowing stick, like a magic wand, and it's not actually glowing, it's just holding onto the light like a flashlight in the dark. It's not the light that's glowing, it's the stick that's remembering the light. It's like when you're in a dark room and you hold up a matchstick. The matchstick isn't glowing, it's just reflecting the light from the flame. The glow is borrowed, not born. It's not like a firefly, which makes its own light. This is more like a lantern that's still holding the flame from when it was lit. So next time you see a glow-in-the-dark star on your ceiling, think of it as a star that's been to the moon and came back with a little light to share. You ever notice how some things just glow, like they've been kissed by a secret light? It's not magic, it's science, but you'd never guess it from the way the world talks about it. It's like the universe is trying to tell you something, but it's written in a language only the glow-in-the-dark things understand. You can't read it, but you can feel it. So the next time you see something glowing in the dark, remember it's not magic. It's just a little bit of the sun's memory, stored up and waiting to be released. And if you ever feel like the world is glowing just a little too much, maybe it's not you. It's the glow-in-the-dark things, trying to tell you something. So here's the thing, my dear listeners. Glow-in-the-dark things don't actually glow. They just soak up light and then slowly release it. Like a sunset that never quite ends. It's not magic, it's chemistry. Those little sticks you put in your nightstand, they're not haunted. They're just tired, like a grandma who's been up all night making cookies. But here's the real kicker. The brighter the light, the longer it glows. So if you want to keep your ghostly glow going, you'll need to shine a little more. or maybe a lot more. And if you're ever in a haunted house and you see something glowing in the dark, don't be fooled. It might just be a stick, or maybe it's something else altogether. But remember, the real glow is in the stories we tell, the places we visit, and the ghosts that linger just beyond our reach. So here's the thing, friends, glow-in-the-dark things don't actually glow. They just reflect the light they've absorbed, like a cat's eyes in the dark or a moonlit puddle. It's not magic, it's physics. You see, when you turn off the lights, they're still glowing because they're holding onto that light they caught earlier. It's like holding a candle in a dark room. Once it's out, it's just a memory of light. But here's the kicker, those stickers aren't glowing at all. They're just catching the light from your phone or flashlight and reflecting it back. Like a mirror, only more mysterious. So next time you're in the dark and see something glowing, don't be scared. Just be curious. It's not a ghost, it's just a sticker with a tiny bit of light memory. And if you're still feeling spooked, remember, sometimes the scariest things are just the way we look at them. Now, let's move on to the next myth, shall we? You probably think you've seen everything that glows. But have you ever looked closely at the nightlight in your child's room? Or the emergency exit sign in the mall? They're glowing, but not like the stars or the moon. They're glowing because of something older than electricity. Those tiny glow-in-the-dark stickers on your car's dashboard. Have you ever wondered how they stay lit long after the sun has set? They're not just plastic and paint. They're infused with chemicals that absorb light during the day and release it at night, like a secret language between sun and moon. Even the glow of your phone screen isn't the same as the glow of something that's been in the dark for years. It's a temporary trick, like a lantern left in a cave. But some glows are permanent, like the ghostly light of a place that never forgot the dark. So next time you see something glowing, ask yourself, is it just light or is it something else? Something that remembers the dark. Something that glows because it's not afraid of the night. You know that glow-in-the-dark nightlight you had as a kid? Well, it turns out, it's not magic. It's actually a chemical reaction that happens when you expose it to light. These things are coated in a substance called phosphorescent material, which stores light energy and releases it slowly over time. It's like a tiny light battery. And if you've ever left a glow stick in the sun for too long, you might have noticed it starts to fade. That's because the chemical reaction gets tired, like a battery that's run down. So next time you see something glowing in the dark, you can just smile and say, it's just science, baby, not magic. You ever seen a glow-in-the-dark thing that's not just glowing, but asterisk glowing like it's trying to escape the dark asterisk? Like it's got a secret, and it's not telling anyone. You know what I mean. Some of these things are so bright, they're practically shouting, I'm here, I'm here. It's like the universe is trying to say something, but it's stuck in a glow stick. Some people say those things are cursed, or that they're haunted by the people who made them. Maybe they just wanted to light the way, and now they're lighting the way to nowhere. But hey, if you ever find one that's glowing asterisk too much asterisk, maybe just leave it be. Some things are better left in the dark, especially when they're trying to shine so hard. You ever wonder what happens when a glow-in-the-dark thing gets too much light? It's like a kid who's been told to stay in the dark and suddenly gets a flashlight in their face. It's confused, it's overwhelmed, and it's not glowing anymore. It's not just about brightness, it's about balance. Like a candle in a storm, if you flood it with light, it can't do its thing. It's not broken, it's just overwhelmed. So the next time you're out in the dark and you see something glowing, don't blast it with your phone light. Let it shine. Let it be. It's not a monster, it's just trying to glow. And if you ever see something glowing that shouldn't be glowing, maybe it's not a trick of the light. Maybe it's something else entirely. Something that just wants to glow, but can't. You ever notice how those glow-in-the-dark stickers on your kids' backpacks are practically begging you to forget they're there? They're like tiny, glowing ghosts of your childhood, haunting you with their quiet, unasked questions. It's not just the stickers. It's the whole glow-in-the-dark world, those glowing signs, the glowing toys, the glowing everything. It's like the universe is trying to tell you something, but you're too busy worrying about where the light switch is. But here's the real kicker. You can't unsee it once it's in your eyes. Once that glow is in your retinas, it's there forever. You're not just looking at light anymore, you're looking at something that remembers. So the next time you see one of those glow-in-the-dark things, remember this. It's not just light. It's memory, it's magic, and it's probably watching you. You ever wonder how those glowing stickers on your kid's nightlight actually light up? Well, it's not magic, it's science. And it started with some pretty strange experiments in the early 1900s. In 1903, a chemist named Robert Williams Boyle was trying to make something that glowed in the dark. He didn't know it, but he was about to change the world. It took a few more decades for people to figure out how exactly that glowing happened. And it wasn't just one chemical. It was a whole family of substances called phosphors. So next time you see a glowing sign or a nightlight, remember, you're looking at the legacy of a man who once thought he was seeing a ghost. And that, my friends, is how humans even figured this out. You ever notice how some things just glow without a light source? Like that weird glow-in-the-dark stuff you buy for kids' nightlights. But what if it's not just plastic and chemicals? What if it's something else entirely? There's this place called the Glowbug Lab, where they tried to make glow-in-the-dark things that actually glow without any power. They made these little bugs that light up, but they never quite worked right. You ever seen a bug that glows like a fairy? Now, this isn't just some random bug. It started to follow people. You'd walk into a room, and there it would be, glowing, watching. Some say it's a ghost, others say it's just a bug with a glitch. But I think it's trying to tell us something. So, what do you think? Is it a trick of the light, or is there something else out there that glows not because it's alive, but because it's waiting to be seen? What if we didn't just harness the glow, but weaponized it? Imagine a world where light wasn't just a tool, but a weapon of control, fear, or even silence. Think of the military using glow-in-the-dark paints to mark targets at night, or hiding messages in the dark that only the right eyes could see. You ever wonder if some of those glowing things we use every day, like those little stickers on our phones or the glow-in-the-dark stickers on our kids' walls, were once part of something darker? What if the glow was never just about visibility, but about power? Power over light, over time, over the very idea of what we can see. And what if, in our quest to make things glow, we accidentally created something that could never go dark again? You've seen glow-in-the-dark stickers on your kid's bedroom wall, right? They're bright, they're cheery, but they don't really glow in the dark. They just absorb light during the day and flicker a little at night. It's a trick, like a magic trick with light. But this stuff we're talking about, it's not a sticker. It's a material that actually glows, not just flickers. It's like a silent scream of light trapped in something that doesn't need electricity or batteries to shine. So when you think of something that glows in the dark, don't picture a sticker or a neon sign. Think of something that's been through the day and now it's choosing to shine. It's not magic, it's science, but it feels like a whisper from the dark. And that's why it's so strange. Because it's not just light, it's a kind of memory, a kind of persistence. It's like the dark isn't just empty. It's full of things that remember how to shine. You ever wonder why the experts still bicker over glow-in-the-dark things? It's like they're all arguing about whether the moon is made of cheese or not. And yet, they're all still trying to explain how it works. Some say it's all about the chemical reaction. Others insist it's the physics of electrons jumping around like they're trying to escape. And then, there are the ones who think it's just magic, but dressed up in science. Some say it's a matter of opinion. Others say it's a matter of measurement. But really, it's just a matter of how much you want to believe in the glow. So here's the thing, the glow-in-the-dark mystery is still open, and maybe that's the point. Because if it were solved, where would the fun be? So if you ever feel like the world is too dark, just remember, there's always a little glow left to discover. Even if the experts can't agree on how. You ever wonder how those little glowing stickers on your nightstand actually light up in the dark? It's not magic, it's chemistry. Just a clever trick with some science and a dash of patience. The secret's in the material, something called a phosphor. It's like a tiny, glowing memory bank. When you expose it to light, it stores energy and then slowly releases it when the light's gone. And here's the kicker. The brighter the light you shine on it, the longer it glows. It's like a little light-saving superhero, storing power for when you need it most. So next time you see something glowing in the dark, you'll know it's not a spirit or a trick of the eye. It's just science, doing its quiet, magical thing. You think you've got the glow-in-the-dark thing figured out? Let me tell you, beginners always start by thinking it's magic. But no, it's chemistry, not sorcery. You're not summoning a ghost, you're just lighting up a molecule. They also think it's just about the color. But really, it's about the material. Some glow bright, some glow faint, but they all rely on the same basic science. It's like a candle, but with a twist. Oh, and don't even get me started on the timing. Beginners think they can glow forever, but the glow fades. It's like a heartbeat, it's there, but it's not eternal. You've got to respect the flicker. Another common mistake, they think it's just for kids' toys or Halloween. But no, it's so much more. It's a science, a mystery, a kind of quiet magic that still has secrets to give. So if you're new to the glow-in-the-dark world, listen closely. It's not about the glow, it's about the glow-in-the-dark thing itself. And trust me, you're not alone in the dark. You know how sometimes a tiny detail can change everything? Like when you're walking through a dark hallway and you hear a faint whisper, but it's not the wind. It's a voice you recognize from long ago. It's the same with these glow-in-the-dark things. You think you've got the whole story, but then you notice a little thing, a speck of dust, a smudge on the glass, or a shadow that doesn't belong. So next time you see something glowing, ask yourself, what's that tiny detail telling you? Sometimes the truth is hiding in the smallest of things. And remember, the most powerful glow isn't just in the light. It's in the story it tells. You ever notice how the glow in the dark stuff just fades, like it's holding its breath, waiting for the light to return? It's not magic, it's physics, and it's kind of poetic, isn't it? Think of it like a candle in the dark. The flame gives off light, but once it's out, it's just a memory of warmth. The glow-in-the-dark stuff is like a candle that never burns out, just waits. It's all about the energy it's stored. Like a battery, but with a little bit of science and a whole lot of wonder. It's not just light, it's the echo of light. So when you see that soft glow, remember it's not magic. It's just light holding on, like a whisper in the dark. And sometimes, that whisper is enough. You remember that moment in the woods when you saw something glowing in the dark, like a ghost trying to wave at you? It wasn't a firefly, and it wasn't a light from the house. It was something else entirely, like the universe was trying to send you a message. That glow wasn't just light, it was a presence, a whisper of something ancient and alive. You could feel it in your bones, like the earth itself was holding its breath. And then it blinked out, like a secret being erased. Years later, that moment stuck with me, like a memory that refuses to fade. It wasn't just a light in the dark. It was a story waiting to be told, a mystery that still lingers in the shadows of our world. And so, the glow-in-the-dark thing became more than just a trick of light. It became a symbol of the unknown, a reminder that even in the darkest places, something is always watching. You ever notice how those glow-in-the-dark stickers don't seem to care about the time of day? They're like the universe's version of a sleepover invite, glowing just because they can. But here's the real kicker. Those stickers don't glow when you first put them on. They wait. They watch. They're like the ghost of a science experiment, waiting for the right moment to shine. And what if the glow isn't just light? What if it's a signal? A message in the dark, waiting for someone who knows how to read it. Maybe that's why you never ask the question. So next time you see one of those stickers, maybe you should ask it something. Like, what are you trying to say? Or maybe, what are you hiding? Because sometimes, the things that glow aren't just trying to light the way. They're trying to remind you that the dark has its own language, and you're just not fluent yet. You ever wonder what happens when the glow gets too bright? Well, it's not just about light anymore. It's about science, and sometimes it's about getting a little creative. Imagine a glow that doesn't need electricity. No batteries, no wires. Just a touch of magic, or maybe a little bit of science with a dash of the unknown. And let's not forget the glow-in-the-dark stars you stick on your ceilings. They're not just for kids anymore. They're for anyone who wants to sleep under a galaxy, even if it's a fake one. So the future of glow-in-the-dark things is bright, but maybe a little too bright for the sensitive soul. Who knows what's coming next? Maybe something that glows with your thoughts, or maybe something that glows just for you. You ever wonder what happens to the things that just vanish? Like, what if the glow-in-the-dark stuff we use every day is hiding something that doesn't want to be found? Some say it's not the glow that's mysterious, but the fact that it doesn't fade. Like, it's still there, even when you stop looking. That's when the real questions start. There's a whole world of glow that we don't understand. Maybe it's not just chemicals and light. Maybe it's something older, something that doesn't belong in our world. And some people swear they've seen it, not just the glow, but the thing behind it. A flicker, a shape, a whisper in the dark. That's when the mystery really begins. So next time you see that glow, maybe you'll wonder, is it just light? Or is it something else watching? Did you know glow-in-the-dark stuff isn't just for Halloween? It's actually a clever trick with chemicals that store light like a little battery. These glow sticks use a chemical called luminol, which reacts to oxygen and light to create that eerie green or blue glow. And if you ever wondered why glow sticks glow brighter when you break them, it's because the chemicals mix and react, like a tiny, glowing explosion. So next time you see something glowing, remember it's not magic. It's just science with a little bit of mystery. So to recap, we've explored the glow of fireflies, the eerie light of bioluminescent plankton, the glow of the moon, and even the strange glow of haunted places. All of them, in one way or another, are powered by life. We've looked at the glow of the ocean at night, the ghostly shimmer of ghost lights, and even the curious glow of certain minerals and crystals. But none of them are quite like the glow of a haunted place. Haunted places glow not because of light, but because of memory. They glow with the weight of the past, the echoes of those who once lived there, and the unresolved emotions that linger. And that's why we're here, because sometimes the things that glow aren't just things. They're reminders, they're whispers. They're the way the world keeps trying to tell us something. So, if you're wondering how glow-in-the-dark things actually glow, I hope you've found your answer. If you're still wondering, maybe you should stay a little longer. You ever wonder why your glow-in-the-dark stickers don't light up in the daylight? Well, they're not cheating, they're just waiting for the dark to play their part. They're not magical, they're not cursed, they're just storing energy from the sunlight you forgot to notice. It's like a tiny time capsule of sunlight, waiting for the perfect moment to share its glow. So next time you see one, give it a little respect. It's just doing what it was made to do. Well, there you have it, my dear listeners. Glow-in-the-dark things don't glow because they're haunted, but because they're full of tiny, glowing particles called phosphors. And if you're still curious, I say you've got a ghost in your fridge. You might think you're chasing ghosts, but you're really just chasing science. Well, science with a little bit of spooky charm. And if you're still in the mood for more, I'll be here, just like the old lanterns on the porch. If you ever find yourself in a dark room with a glowing sign, don't be surprised if it feels a little haunted. After all, it's just a sign with a memory of light. And if you're ever in the mood for a good spooky story, remember, this channel is always open, like a door that never quite closes. Until next time, stay curious, stay cozy, and keep your lights on.